Hello and welcome to Digital Farm TV Rural News. I'm Andy Walker. Ensuring Australian agriculture was a key national priority is the focus for the National Farmers Federation in 2013, the head of the peak national agricultural body said last week. NFF President Jock Laurie called on the government to secure the future of the agricultural sector by funding long-term policies as the Parliament is preparing to resume this year. His comments came as the NFF submitted its 2013-14 federal budget submission and prepared for the launch of the Blueprint for Australian Agriculture. To ensure the continued success of agriculture in Australia, now was the time to get the future policy settings right, which is why the NFF was calling for a reprioritisation of agriculture on the national agenda, Jock Laurie said. World-leading herbicide resistance guru Dr. Dale Shaner will be a keynote speaker at this year's round of Grains Research and Development Corporation updates, kicking off at Goondiwindi, New South Wales on March 5 and 6. Dale Shaner, who is with the US Department of Agriculture, will discuss his work on the breakdown of triazines and herbicide binding on stubble at Goondiwindi Community Centre. He'll be joined by Greg Kruger from the University of Nebraska and Bill Gordon from Bill Gordon Consulting in an innovative session where farm advisors have informal discussion time with speakers to enable the advisors to drill down into major current challenges. Meanwhile, in Western Australia, grain growers regard research and development as vitally important in ensuring the viability and sustainability of the grain industry, a survey has revealed. The Grains Research and Development Corporation Grower Survey revealed that R&D was regarded by 89% of Western Australian respondents as critical for the success of their farm businesses. A total of 68% of respondents believed that they had directly benefited from grains research and development activities during the past 5 years. GRDC Western Grower Services Manager Darren Hughes said the results were an indicator that investment in research, development and extension was important on farm. Down in Tasmania, farmers have praised the cooperation between governments and Tasmania, South Australia and West Australia in providing Tassie farmers with $100,000 to rebuild fences destroyed in January's bushfires. The Tasmanian Farmers and Graziers Association will administer the fund for all farmers, even if they are not TFGA members. This has been a really sensible way of helping farmers, TFGA Chief Executive Jan Davis said. Replacing lost fencing was a #1 priority to prevent stock wandering onto roads or onto neighbouring properties, but also for ensuring they could be controlled for mustering for health checks and feeding. Finally this week we head north to China. Global dairy machinery giant DeLaval is predicting that demand for dairy products will treble in China during the coming 15 to 20 years. Regional President East Asia, Mark Kuvo-Konen, said China's rapid urbanisation and increasing disposable income had prompted a huge rise in consumption of dairy products. While the country's dairy industry was facing the biggest opportunity ever, it also faced real problems which would have to be overcome. He said the fast-growing dairy sector in China had yet to find a way to sustainably increase productivity. China could not follow the United States model because there was not enough land or capital as in the US. The European model focused on a scale too small for China, which needed to find its own model, Mark Kuvo-Konen said. Well, that's it for Digital Farm TV Rural News this week. I'm Andy Walker. Look forward to your company again next week. Bye.